All right, next segment's ready to roll, Nika, and it's your favorite topic, coffee.
I know. I'm excited for this one. I've been waiting to hear this all day.
Okay, take some notes, everybody. It's time for our friends from NewsCastic. Here they are, Chris Ortiz with the list.
Thank you, guys. My name is Chris Ortiz, and I'm with NewsCastic, and we're here with a list. And a couple of weeks ago, we were going to do a best coffees of Albuquerque, and I was thinking, who should we get to do the best coffee spots in Albuquerque? And only one person came to mind, my good friend Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I follow you on Instagram, and every time I check my feed, it's you and a mug of coffee. Right?
That's pretty common.
Safe to say you're a big coffee fan.
Yeah, well, a big part of that is being a freelance writer and blogger. I spend a lot more time at coffee shops than probably the average person, so.
You should probably pay rent at some of these places.
For as much as I spend in their seats, they really, but I drink enough coffee, so it works out.
Yeah, so we kind of picked your brain, and we told us, give us the best coffee spots in town. So we're gonna go through that list today.
Yep.
And I heard there was a famous saying a couple of years ago that friends don't let friends drink Starbucks. And with so many great coffee shops in town locally, why would you go to Starbucks?
Right.
Do you want to get started?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, first on the list, Java Joe's.
Java Joe's. So Java Joe's is my cure for the Mondays. That's for me at least. They have daily specials, Monday morning, breakfast quesadilla. I go and order that and my bottomless mug of coffee. And you can refill that thing as many times as you want. They don't judge you.
Oh, great. So it's kind of all you can drink.
Exactly.
Perfect. Next on the list, Zendo's.
Zendo's a really cool, trendy little spot downtown, and probably the best thing to get there is their iced coffee, which you'll see in the picture here. Their iced coffee is kind of cool because they'll serve it to you in a mason jar.
Nice.
Along with those are actually coffee cubes rather than ice cubes, so you're not getting your watered down coffee if you sit there too long. In fact, you just get more iced coffee as it melts.
It's pretty clever.
Yeah, it works out.
Nice. Number 8 on the list, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas Coffee. So they had their original location on Carlisle, which I really enjoyed. But they recently actually just opened up a second one in Nob Hill on Silver, which is a really nice space. So it's a great place. I go there to work, like I see, and they have excellent coffee. So you have 2 times the choices of getting your Michael Thomas fix.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, number 7, we have Napoli.
Napoli Coffee. So a heads up, they are moving locations. They're originally, they're moving to 3035 Manal, and last I heard, they're moving out this Friday, and they'll be reopening on Halloween on Manal, just west of Carlisle. So I'm excited to see their new spot. But they're the place I go when I have both a sweet tooth and I need my caffeine fix, because they have like a great assortment of syrups, so you can get some really, really good, sweet drinks, hot, blended, frozen, however you want it, iced, and something like a Lucky Shamrock with caramel, vanilla, Irish cream. You really just can't go wrong with that. Or something seasonal. They have the pumpkin patch with pumpkin spice and white and dark chocolate. So,
is that still coffee at some point when you're putting all these syrups in there?
There's some espresso in there at
Okay.
some point. Yeah.
I guess it still counts.
Yeah.
Number 6, The Brew.
The Brew. People tease me because I'm here a lot.
You are.
Yes. My go-to drink here is the cortado, and that's my go-to. Just a little bit of just some espresso and milk. And the Brew is owned by Via Miriam. It's kind of their offshoot, their cafe, and they are like 3rd-generation roasters. The brothers that own it. I mean, they're literally picking. They're getting their coffee from the fields that their grandfather planted in Colombia in the mid-'60s. Like, you can't get more of a connection to the land. So that's one of the reasons I really like the Brew, and I'm there a lot. And they have a great space downtown, and they don't mind if you're there on your laptop all day long, and I often am.
I think if you ever go missing, I'm going to tell people, go to The Brew. He's probably there.
I'm probably there.
Next on the list, Satellite Coffee. Everyone knows these guys.
Yeah, of course, and that's why they're such a great place for a freelance writer like myself, is because there's multiple locations, so I'm never too far away from one. Good, reliable Wi-Fi, multiple locations. What more do you want from a workspace, kind of a office away from home?
Sure. And we should note that the photos that we're seeing are from your Instagram feed.
Yeah, all of these are from Instagram. That's at follow_Eric, and yeah, you should definitely check that out.
Number 4, Cafe Bella.
Cafe Bella Coffee. Now, this one's technically not in Albuquerque. It's technically in Rio Rancho, but it's definitely worth the drive. If the words fair trade, organic, single origin, or single estate, if those mean anything to you, Cafe Bella definitely needs to be on your radar. Go in, talk to Michael. He will take really good care of you.
Eric sent you?
Yeah, you can let him know follow Eric sent you,
Cool.
and he'll know what you're talking about.
Number 3 is Limonita.
Limonata. This is a
Limonata.
great place. I feel like this place gets overlooked a lot. It's in Nob Hill, but it's actually on Silver, which is just south of Central. So, the businesses on Central tend to get the foot traffic, but over on Silver is a great little place. It's also where the new Michael Thomas is.
Okay.
But Limonata serves great food, great coffee, and that's the place I go for a good mocha. They'll load it up with whipped cream when you're in the mood for that.
Yeah, I see this photo that we have up here.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like coffee anymore.
At some point.
these are adult milkshakes, right?
Basically, yeah. And if you ask for extra whip, imagine what that would look like.
Right. Number 2, Humble.
Humble Coffee is making quite a splash. They're one of the new kids on the block.
Yep.
They opened up recently. One thing I really like about Humble, their soft opening was announced just through Instagram, which I think is really underutilized among cafes, local businesses. I think there's a lot of potential there. So they just let everyone know on Instagram, hey, we're going to be open this week. And I went that week. I'll tell you, there was a line out the door.
Wow.
And there's still lines. It's a great place for being kind of on Lomas, a little out of the way.
Yeah.
They still attract a lot of people, and they're doing excellent, excellent coffee.
Good. All right, we'll have to check that one out.
Definitely.
And the last on the list is Espresso Fino.
Espresso Fino. So this is the place as a freelance writer. You need somewhere to go to put away the laptop, unplug, unwind. This is my spot.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a smaller shop. It's there on Gold, but great people watching. I'll get my little cortado, my coffee, sit by the giant window or out on the patio, just watch everyone coming up and down the Gold Avenue corridor there.
So good people watching.
A lot of, really good people watching. A place to relax and wind.
Well, cool. Well, Eric, thanks for the list.
Yeah, no problem.
You can read this story at newscastic.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and where can they follow you?
Follow Eric.com or Instagram @follow_Eric.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Sure.